So in this video we'll be looking at how to weight paint your characters. So select your body, then shift select your armature. So body's in orange and the bones are in yellow. Then hit Control P to set parent, but we'll set parent based on empty groups. Now to check that everything worked, if you just select your armature and move it around, the body should move with it. But if you go to pose mode and you rotate the bones, nothing should happen. Now you're ready to weight paint, so select your mesh, and then if you hold Control Tab, you are able to cycle through all the different modes, so you can select weight paint here, or you can just go at the very top left and select weight paint there. Now if you go to the data properties, you'll see that we created a bunch of vertex groups, each one corresponding to a bone, and it is these groups that we will be painting. But first, let's make sure that we have some settings turned on. So the first thing I'm going to turn on is the auto normalize here, and then I'm going to also enable the symmetry setting. The symmetry will make it so that when we paint the left leg, the right leg will also paint, and auto normalize will make our life a little bit easier, but I will not go into it. So to paint, you might find it easier if we make sure that we can see all of the bone names. So I select the armature and I go to these settings to enable bone names. Then I'll go back to my mesh, and then you can select your specific vertex groups that you want to paint. So if I want to paint the right leg, I select leg.r, and now I can start painting where the influence of that bone would be. Now if I select foot.l, you'll see that it's still painted because I had symmetry on. So now I do the leg.r, and then hip. But just like with sculpting, when we painted in sculpting, you're actually painting just the vertices. So let's enable our wireframe so that we can see the vertices. So select your mesh, then object properties. And now you're just working your way through all the bones. I will stop for the eyeballs because the eyeballs are a little bit different. So for that, you want to select the eyeball in edit mode, select all the vertices of the eye, then select the vertex group. Just make sure that it says weight of 1 right here, and then hit assign. Then do the same thing for the other eye. Okay, here a time lapse is gonna play for a few seconds, and then I'm gonna keep going when the timer at the bottom right gets to 0. Okay, when you finish the weight painting, you want to go into pose mode of your armature, and you want to check all of the bones to make sure that there's nothing funny happening. So you just go in there and you start moving things around. For example, here, when I rotate my arm, this one vertex actually has no weight because nothing's influencing it, which just means that I forgot to paint it. So I have to go back to weight painting, choose the appropriate bone, and assign a weight to that vertex. Once you have this finished, we still need to touch it up, because if I rotate my spine here, you'll see that my blending of the weights isn't smooth enough. There's a very rough kind of effect happening here. And so for that, we just have to smooth it out. So back into weight paint I go. I select the right vertex group, and then I want to smooth out what I have here. So I'm going to hold Shift, or you can select the blur tool on the left hand side here. And I am blurring this out. I also suggest that when you do this, you pose the character so that there's a problematic spot visible, so you can see what you're doing and how you're fixing it. And make sure you cycle through, so don't just blur one vertex group, also blur the surrounding ones. So here I'm going to select spine_1, and I'm going to blur that as well. And now I'm just testing out any changes I have made. And that looks much better. Maybe at the top here, it could use some more blending. Now it's very important that when you're doing this, you don't need to make every single position look beautiful. As long as, like, I'm not doing 180s with my feet or with my arms and expecting that the weight paint is holding up. You only need to weight paint so that the natural movement of your character looks good. Right? So the character is not going to bend its arms and do a 360. Only weight paint for the poses that you'll be animating. The last thing that remains is to change the roll of all of our bones so that they kind of match up. So if you change your setting here from global to local, and when you go to the pose mode, then you can obviously roll the bones on different axes. So RX or RY or RZ. You essentially want this to be consistent across your whole model. So what do I mean by this? Well, if I grab my spine bones here and I rotate around the x-axis, you see that the body moves forward. But when I select the leg and I press RX, I want the leg to go forward, but it actually is going sideways. And that is because the bone is rotated in a different way than the spine is. So I need to fix the roll of the bone. Essentially, I will not have to keep track of like, oh, this bone I rotate on the x-axis, or this bone I rotate on the z-axis. I'm just going to make them all consistent, so it's all going to be rotated on the x-axis for me. This will make the animations much easier to do. And the way we do this is we have to first enable our little axis, so we see the axis of each bone. And then we can play around with the roll here by pressing Ctrl R. So now if I press R and X, then my legs and my spine match the roll. Alternatively, you can hit the letter N and look for the roll setting here, and you can just set it. Just make sure that you do all the bones, not just one. Here I have to do every single bone of the leg because they're all broken. But obviously doing every single bone because they're all broken is a little bit too much, so there must be a shortcut. You can select multiple bones and shift select bone that you already corrected, and then hit Shift N and select active bone. Just again, make sure that the last bone that you select is the good one. And yeah, that's it for this video. In the next one, we'll look at rigging, which is the last part before animating.